Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Summit America Pre-Qualifiers. No Earthspirit going up against Top 5. Game number 2 after one hell of a game number 1 went in favor of No Earthspirit in the end. I'm Whatisip. With me today for game number 2 is Coddle Guy. What do you got to say about game number 1?
One hell of a game.
That was
unbelievable. It's hard to pinpoint what to say. Like, okay, it was Goody the MVP just because that ensnare. It's just like secured them because we both felt that if they got that rapier, Top 5 would have taken that game back and they would have had the control of the whole game, taken the reins, whatever you want to say, and just took it over. But man, that heartbreaking ensnare blink in from Goody just to catch him out. Unbelievable. I've never seen something like that, or at least not in a long time. So, man, big props
I feel like the last thing that happened like that I've seen was like the KYX by Aegis and I. Like, that was huge. I can't believe that.
Ensnare from outer space. That's just unbelievable. So now Top 5, they're going to be driven. They want to take this back. They want to even the series up and show that they're worthy to move on and be a part of the Summit.
Yeah, so game number 2 here. First 4 bans look very normal. They do ban out the Bat Rider. And that's going to let the Invoker through here for ban Earthspirit. For Relic, he's going to be picking up the Invoker. Centaur AA on the other side of things for Top 5.
Can't tell you enough, Greg, how excited I am about this new patch to come. I mean, this is getting stale.
It's getting boring.
It's getting stale real quick. I mean, it's just pretty much like the first whole start of the draft is based around 3 heroes. It's Lycan, Ember, and Invoker. You either ban all 3, you ban 2 and let 1 through, or you dare only ban 1 and both team gets a hold of one of the big 2. I mean, it's like you'll never see all 3 on one team. It's getting stale. And then you followed up with the offlaners. You got to get a Centaur Warrunner, an H Apparition, and now do we want, heavy babysit? Do we want to get a Dazzle or the Shadow Demon or what have you? It gets stale over time. So, real excited about the next patch. Pretty much where I'm going with this, Greg.
Yeah, hopefully, I think it will be soon, so hopefully we'll see that one. And
that Coddle.
Shadow Shaman picked up for No Earthspirit, and this is a hero that, I think me and you are on the same page. We both really like this hero, and definitely a lot more popular in the Eastern scene, but still seeing some play in the Western scene. But I think with a Blink Dagger, this is one of the most powerful sports in the game.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously he favors the dire side a little bit better to be able to take more advantage of that Roshan, what have you, but regardless, all the tools are still there. I don't know if this particular hero has a lot of love or not in the latest patch. I want to say they pretty much left him alone or didn't do too much to off the top of my head. Which still makes him a great top pickup, especially considering that a lot of the other supports were nerfed down a bit. So that makes Shadow Shaman become even more popular. So this is a hero we'll probably see for a long time, in the same way that we've seen Visage picked up over and over again. It's faded out briefly for this meta, but it's still going to be coming back. He hasn't received any sort of love in the patch, and like I said, with other supports getting the nerf bat, like the Ancient Apparition, we'll still see them played over and over.
I think AA will still be in. Yeah, I think AA will still be played.
It's a little nerf. It wasn't anything too serious.
Yeah. That nerf didn't really feel like it was like a kill this hero nerf. Just felt like alright, let's just keep Chilling Touch under control.
Well, I mean, regardless though, what happens is a lot of people know how an Ancient Apparition is going to be played, and you kind of just get the know-how of how to counter it. It's a hero that can be very aggressive early in the game with the help of Chilling Touch, of course. You just got one of the best level 1s and heavy damage to go out, especially in a tri-lane, and a great zoner in its own right. But basically, you want to see if you can get some early kills, and then you just build up to level 6 and build nags. And build nags if you want to hang on the other side of the map. Go for it. You're still going to contribute so much to the fight with just that Ice Blast alone.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think this nerf will probably hurt him a little bit, and the part where you can take advantage of the Ancient Apparition is in the laning phase. So Chilling Touch nerf, definitely I think what was needed. I think Ice Blast is a fine ability. It's really annoying, but I don't think it's imbalanced or anything. So we'll see. We'll see how the next patch works out here. But looking at the bans, Clockwork as well as the TA banned out for Top 5. Also the Weaver and the Spectre banned out for No Earthspirit. Second ban phase has definitely been a lot more interesting than the first one. We've got some very interesting bans here. Spectre, definitely not a hero that you see banned very often.
I don't know if that's like out of some sort of respect or what have it. Even the Weaver as well is a little intriguing, or maybe they just kind of have something in mind and they don't want to be dealing against a core who can be very elusive. So we'll see where this road goes. But for now, there's still some other high priority cores available that they didn't decide to ban out. And I'm just kind of glancing at the same time over like their high hero pickup history, and I'm not seeing a Spectre or a Weaver. So very intriguing second set of bands. But top 5 do manage to snag up the Sand King. This is a support I love so much. He can make a lot of things happen with the help of that Burrow Strike, being aggressive, and also the Sweet Sandstorm. He can get a reliable farm in the jungle. So fantastic hero.
Yeah, I'm also a little surprised by the TA ban. That doesn't really seem like a hero that Earthspirit would be interested in at this point, given that they have the Invoker. I mean, we have seen some easy lane Invokers, but I think I don't know if it's worth it to bank on that being an easy lane Invoker.
Yeah, I mean, there's still that option. It's not something too far-fetched, but we'll see. Relic, though, plays a great Invoker, so I would definitely bet on the fact that he's going to be playing it.
The R God.
He does play it off lane, too, though, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I've seen Relic play Invoker in the side lane. Yeah, I definitely have. So he can also fall back on that.
10 seconds
All right, well,
remaining.
we'll see how Relic works this game on the Invoker.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, I think Relic's Invoker is quite good, so I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. Sand King picked up as well as Rubik, both very normal here. I have to say, this Rubik's going to be real good. Like, when you can steal Burrow Strike, life is amazing.
Yeah, Burrow Strike. Heaven forbid you get hold of like Ice Blast somehow, and obviously he'll be looking for the Centaur Warrunner ult very much. And from personal experience in games, it seems Rubik always somehow manages to grab that spell. So it's definitely something he can easily snag for himself. And now top 5, they move into grabbing a Puck. Now, Puck we've seen in both the off lane and mid lane. I'm not too sure what top 5 and their style is with the hero. So as of right now, I would just throw a casual, mid lane out because they already have a Centaur.
Yeah, I think Puck's pretty good against Invoker. So this is not terrible. It's a little worse against Quas Wex, but Phase Shift's very good against Export Invoker, and you can usually get a decently early CS advantage, so I think it's a good pickup against the Invoker. Personally, I play a lot of mids. These mid matchups are pretty important to me, and Puck versus Invoker I think is a good one.
Ooh, fancy me. His Royal Highness the Wraith King has joined us on No Earthspirit. Think it's going to be a core?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean obviously, Shadow
Shaman already.
Yeah, wow. Core Wraith King. I mean, it's been coming into... I mean, like I said, this is a hero where a couple weeks ago you would scoff at the idea of him making an appearance, and now it's like, hey, he's the latest flavor. He's like that little extra sprinkle on your ice cream, so... Wraith King, wow.
He's been our only fresh breath of fresh air, really, I think.
Yeah.
In 6.8 at this point, so... we'll see how it works out. He's got a great stun. We've already talked about that. Good stuns are very good against Puck. Exactly what you want. Once she uses the phase shift, you try to just blow her up. So I like this pickup quite a bit, and they've got some good stuff to follow up as well. Because you want to be able to take advantage of that ultimate, the resurrection, the slow. So they've got wards that are excellent with the slow. You've also got the Invoker, who's just in general good at dropping abilities on people who are trying to run away from you. So I think Ban Earth have a good lineup for the Wraith King here. And we've even seen some teams going as far as banning Wraith King in the second phase because he is a decently powerful hero. I mean, it's not quite a Ravage because it doesn't hard stun you, but if you're getting ran at, it's basically a Ravage because you're certainly not turning around to cast spells.
Yeah, and I think they knew when it was the right time to pull this kind of hero out because they know that top 5's already committing their offlane with a Centaur. There's no Nyx involved in the game, no mana drain, and they already have a hold of the Invoker. So those heavy mana reduction kind of heroes are out. And these also are heroes that don't typically pick up a Necro book. So Wraith King is sitting pretty right now. He doesn't have a lot to deal with. I'm pretty confident in this pickup here. No Earthspirit, man. This is going to be pretty entertaining.
Top 5 do pick up the Lifestealer in response. Good pickup against the Wraith King. Obviously, anything that gives you, any sort of game against that stun is good. So Rage's going to be pretty good this game. The one problem with the Rage is there's a Shadow Shaman on the other team. It's very easy to blink Hex before you can get a Rage off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's also worthy to note, Mott is not going to be joining us for stats, so I can go ahead and reach into my stat pocketbook here, Greg. And what I have is that top 5... though having 6 games. Now, they played a lot today, so this isn't counting all today's games. This is more Dota stat. 6 games with Ancient Apparition. They're 1-5, so pretty piss poor with the hero, if I say so myself.
Especially considering what his win rate probably is. So
yeah, so with I'm really part of me is kind of rooting, even though this extends our night as far as casting. I was kind of rooting for top 5 to try to take this one back after that heartbreaking courier kill. So we'll see if they can do it. On record, it's not looking good. Boom, baby. We're going to see some dunks though. Axe picked up, and this is a really nice, fun draft coming out from No Earthspirit.
I think this is looking like it probably. think this is just an aggressive tri-lane. They're just going to try to punish the shit out of this Ancient Apparition. The thing that's bad about Ancient Apparition is if you eat a stun, you're dead. You have no HP.
Yeah. No, you're weak as shit.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And
You're
Axe
made of
against the
glass.
Centaur, that's a pretty decent matchup, so I think this is just going to be aggro. I mean, they're going to try to use the stun. They're going to try to use telekinesis to set up some kills. This lineup looks real good for no Earthspirit, I got to say.
We'll see how it works. Now, in the last game, I think we both kind of favored the fact, Earthspirit's draft last go around. But top 5, man, they almost took a hold of the game altogether just based on proper execution. So we'll see. Even though top 5, they feel a little, underhanded in this draft, they could make it happen. And just like last time, Greg, a fantastic pause to start things off.
Of course. It won't take long this time. So, we're just going to have a restart here by Relic. And apparently he's already back online, so we're just going to give him a couple minutes.
Get a moment to go to the bathroom, warm up his hands, do what have you to get prepped for this one.
Yep, so he's coming back in. I was thinking about doing a smiley face there, but it just seemed inappropriate, I'm the admin
Yeah, we're
too,
professionals.
So I gotta slam
Please.
down on these. I gotta slam down on these nerds. But because if you can't be a boss, just be an internet moderator. That was a bad joke. Fuck it.
My neck beard.
I lost, dude. Whatever. All right. Well, Banner Spirit. I think they've definitely got a little bit of a crafty draft here. We've seen some heroes that are pretty fresh to 6.8. Axe has definitely been around. I've seen, at least personally, a shitload of Axe and Invoker, and that combo is really scary.
Yeah. No, it's
Really
fantastic. The lockdown, you probably look for them to potentially max out the battle cry soon so that they could just hold them in place, and that this will be a Quas Exort style Invoker, which I would believe so. I would believe that's going to be the case. I believe, Relic more often than not likes to, throw out a little bit of a crowd-pleasing moment with a sweet Sunstrike. We'll see if we get to see it this time.
Yeah, so, Relic, man. Got to get his shit together. Get back in this game. But, I don't know. I mean, what's the key here to top 5? Let's see. I mean, they need to have a successful mid lane. If Puck gets shut down, they're going to lose. I think they're relying on Dreamcoil quite a bit.
They gotta not die early against this crazy lane setup that they're going to be going against. If they can somehow manage to get a kill or just get some good secure farm, get a Blink Dagger quickly on both the Puck and the Sand King, and then maybe you have a strong punch to throw with some good, initiation with the Centaur, and then hopefully Knife Blast, you can get something going your way, but I don't know. It's very unorthodox, that Banner Spirit. It might even just play with top 5's head and just set him off on the wrong foot at the start. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a rough tri-lane for them to go against, though. Tons of disables. Ancient Apparition very bad against disables. Rage only lasts so long, and I don't know, man. I think they're going to be relying on Shanks here to have some good burrow strikes to disengage. If not, I think they might just get hosed. Maybe they'll try to dodge it and go aggro themselves. It's definitely a possibility.
The nice thing for Banner Spirit is having someone like a Shadow Shaman and using those wards for a little bit of push. You're kind of bringing the fight to you, which is something Axe and Wraith King both love. So if they want to say, okay, we're ready for a fight, let's make something happen, they just got to commit to a lane, throw down the wards, and now top 5, they have to converge or they're going to lose the tower. And now you're fighting into an Axe and into a Wraith King and what have you. So I do still kind of favor Banner Spirit, even throughout the mid game in this one.
Yeah, I agree. So it looks like Shanks also asked for a don't unpause, so we're just going to be waiting here for a couple more minutes for everything to get smoothed out for these goddamn players to move their ass along. As soon as Relic sees Invoker, he's like, well, I know what I'm doing. I'm out of here, restarting my shit.
Well, I guess just to repeat old things, if you want to watch this on Dota TV and you don't want to watch Greg control the camera anymore, I'm just kidding. I'm sure Greg's doing a fantastic job.
God,
right, Greg?
I'm doing great, dude.
I don't think you've missed anything.
I missed one kill, I think, in the last series, or 2 kills.
It's all good. We're only human, right? But if you are just like, I want to do the camera myself, why don't you go ahead and hit that community tab, pro teams list. You can just then search for one of the teams, top 5, Ban Earth, whatever, click a player, click watch game, and you can be right with us in Dota TV, as the Summit ticket will not be out until the next patch.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we would have loved to be able to host these games on the Summit ticket, but
Give away sweet items.
Valve took the Well, moving forward here, Pat Soul, is he going to be able to hold his team on his back? I don't know. Lifestealer, it's a bit harder.
Lifestealer's harder. You can't go quite as ham as a gyrocopter, I'd say. I mean, you got to get a little more crafty. You're working with something like an Infest, and he doesn't really. I mean, he has Puck, so if they can really, pull out some great Infest bombs with Puck and some good heavy initiation, sure, they can make this game happen. But we'll see. We'll see if they can do it.
Absolutely. And you guys are watching the Summit Pre-Qualifiers here, brought to you by High Ground TV. So we had a big open bracket yesterday, had over 120 teams, I think. I don't know. We had a lot of teams enter for the chance to be able to compete in the Summit. And, we were left with our final four today. Unfortunately, we already sent home one team, Union Gaming. NA Reject's going to be in the finals, and the winner of this series going to be playing them as soon as this series ends. So don't end after the end of this one if this is the last game. If not, we'll be heading into a game 3, and our finals will be delayed by just a bit longer. They are scheduled to start at 8, but if we get a game 3 here, not so sure that's going to happen.
We'll see, but we're all taking this ride together. Why not, right? We all love Dota, so why not? Last game was pretty entertaining, so this one should be relatively good as well. I'm real excited. And just tagging on that note and everything, we should just give a shout out and thanks to all the admins and moderators who helped us out, because, man, some of these teams that I'm sure that put their teams into the hat, I'm sure they're getting kind of reckless. Was anyone really late to show up, Greg?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yesterday, someone hopped in the IRC chat 8 hours after the check-in was over and said, "I'm here to play." And I said, "You're a bit late. We already did everything today." So, time zones are hard. Time zones are hard, but it was a fun day though. We had tons of entrants and battled through some non-English speaking teams, and I got to brush up on my Spanish. Me and Mason were holding it down in the Spanish department, so that was always interesting. But
really?
We're here today. Oh yeah, man, it was great. Just flexing my Spanish muscles, which are not very good, so none of the Spanish team laughed at me.
No bueno.
All right, hopefully top 5's almost ready. I'd like to get this one underway here.
Yep, wouldn't be Dota without delays. Goes without saying, apparently, at least as far as tonight. But hopefully we get it going.
Well, I don't really know what else we're supposed to talk about. How about we talk about the cosmetic items? Let's have the war of the cosmetics. Wraith King, no cosmetics. Well, Relic's got the pop collar, the most pop collar in all of Dota. So that's something.
Who?
Relic.
Oh,
Look at
let me see this thing.
It's just popped as hell. I have this item. Looks ridiculous.
That EP though, so big.
Rubik, fans of Soin, he's got some fancy gear for himself as well. He's all decked out in the Kuroki set. On the other side, who's got the courier advantage? And NA Rejects have the Platinum Courier, so they definitely have the courier advantage overall, I have to say.
I don't know, I would just sell it, take the money, to be honest.
Take the money and run.
I don't know, I just take the money. It's like, I don't know. Why would you just have it in game?
$1,000? I don't know, man. That E-Peen, though. That E-Peen, though. Alright. Man. Nothing like the good old pauses. What would a Dota game be without pauses?
It would be more sane, that's for sure.
Yeah, I am actually going to take this time to remember to, I want to turn off my HUD. Unequip. Alright, we're good. Good to go.
You didn't... I'm just going to have to... I don't know, just... You didn't say what you liked from the upcoming patch.
I don't know. I mean, I like briefly read through it. The Zeus changes seem pretty cool. Maybe he's viable now. I don't know. Maybe as like a support nuker. I'm not really sure. Besides that, I mean, I think all the stupid heroes got nerfs that needed nerfs. So Ember, I think, is still going to be fine. He's not going to be like broken as hell. Same with Terrorblade.
Top is missing.
So I don't know. I think it's fine. It's pretty like lukewarm patch for me. Just some needed nerfs. Nothing really crazy. I don't think Coddle's as good as everyone thinks, but maybe I'm wrong.
How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you insult
I
my
don't even
people?
want to even try going to the debate. Trust me, I have theory crafted and thought about it. Fine, you know what? It doesn't go to the meta. That's fine. I'll be happy playing it in pubs.
I mean, I think it'll be great in pubs. I just don't know.
So good. So good. Anyways, whatever. Let's get this game underway. It's finally going underway, so very thankful for that.
Yeah, not too much early movement, I have to say. I'm a little surprised. A lot of the teams we've been seeing, like 5-man smokes through the jungle, not happening this time. And core Wraith King. Here we go. I have no idea what you build on this guy. I think you get like an armlet. And then some people get Blink, but I think that's more of a support item. I think you just get like an armlet, AC, Deso, or something.
Blink I could still see happening. You know, if you want to go for proper positioning and obviously just being able to get away from a bind. So I don't think it's too terrible, but we'll see which way he wants to go. But
yeah, Exort Invoker here for Relic. Not too surprised. There's some players who just will refuse to play Wax, honestly. Like, they're just like, I'm not playing it. It's not happening. Relic, I think, is one of those.
Yeah, he's conformed. Even the little RTZ block happening here. So here we go. The battle of the blocks. Let's see. This is something I've been trying, Greg. I am not a big mid player, but it's something I'm trying to observe. I know that your cojones are at its most biggest when you have the proper block, and it looks like both Puck and Invoker have a nice one going. Where will the creeps end up? Oh boy, pushing over. Relic wins. Your winner of the push and EP growth. Pop that collar, buddy. Invoker with a nice solid block.
Very similar block, but I think Relic gets just a little bit better at that one. So we'll see how the CS happens in the mid lane here. I do a little bit expect Puck to pull ahead just a bit in the beginning, but I think a lot of it also comes down to individual player skill. So in the top lane, well, it looks like we've actually got the Wraith King soloing. We have the Axe in the tri-lane here. This is pretty brutal as well. I mean, with Sunstrike, you've got tons of damage, so...
I'm very intrigued by the bottom. These are men fighting it out right now, Greg, in the bottom lane, and I think Centaur knows, like, I can't really let him get that farm. He could take more advantage with that farm than I could. I just want to, like, he's been hitting him a lot, throwing a lot of double edges early, and just trying to harass Brix down, but I think Brix is going to man up and just get the farm he needs. Look at this. Stun as well, smacks him in the butt, and kicks him right back.
Well, he's got the Vampiric Aura now as well, so it's a lot harder for Respect to really do anything about this. It's pretty easy for Brix to stay at a decent HP total. Still no kills, though, in this tri-lane versus tri-lane top.
Yeah, I mean, they have a fair amount of disable if they can properly time out, if they want to go for the Cold Feet, which he hasn't leveled yet, still holding Chilling Touch, but if he does look to get it next, we could see a nice little level 2 like burst come out with the Burrow Strike. Maybe they can lock someone down, but you're going into a Rubik and a Shower Shaman, so both teams with very heavy disables here.
Yeah, and a little surprised actually to see Relic doing, he's doing great in this mid lane. He's 5 denies for himself. Definitely taking advantage of the fact that I think he is he might be a bit better than Fly. That's not a shot at Fly or anything. Relic's a very, very good mid laner, so he seems to be taking advantage of that CS in the mid lane.
Yep, Brix still manning up bottom. Heading CS by 1, but gets stunned right by the tower. Eats a few extra hits, and now will be forced to pull back, but of course, he has a little bit of regen to work with. Actually, a lot of regen. 6 tangos and a salve. He's going to be parking himself here for a while.
Centaur's almost out of regen already, so this lane's going to get pretty good for Brix, I think. Still no action in this top lane. I'm really surprised.
No action really anywhere. Everyone's just kind of respectfully doing their farm. They know the tri-lanes are relatively similar, that if one commits, it's just going to be a chain roll of disables coming out one after another, and it just comes down to which team can sync theirs together the best. So that moment's going to come. I mean, it's just, we're going to wait to see what's going to be the straw to break the camel's back right there. But
and to be honest, I think the longer it goes, the better it is for Ban Earthspirit, because they're going to have a higher level Sunstrike.
Interesting. I like the little sentry here in the top lane, denying that side pull, even if it's in their own jungle. Just quickly blocks it out himself, and he's going to go for the pull up here on top.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring those creeps back towards the tower, trying to make it easier for this Lifestealer to get some CS, as he has really not been able to go near this lane at all. Rage or no rage, he can still easily die in this lane. Berserker's Call, very potent in combination with Lift and Shackles, so needs to be careful here.
We're getting a bit of rotation here. Bottom lane, Shanks on the Sand King making the rotation all the way over. So life might get a little bit harder here for Brix if it might become a 2v1 and He's looking to come
level
in.
1 Burrow Strike, though, so they're going to have to stop first.
They
They
want
might
it.
get it, though, and he realizes it now. Bricks taking a lot of damage here. I'm not sure they actually have enough to kill him. Oh, they still a double edge. There it is. There's the first blood on Bricks, bringing him down, but Respect taking tons of damage for that as well. He does have 1,100 gold after that first blood, though.
Very nice. Shanks, the classic long marathon from the top lane, to shuffle himself all the way to the bottom, not getting caught out by any vision. There wasn't a ward even to be had, but goes bottom, and they make it look easy. One of the flaws to Wraith King. No escape, no nothing. Once you get caught out that far away from your tower, you're done for.
Yeah, and I think that's when you say worth it, when you walk all the way down there like that and get that kill. Gave him level 3, gives him another level in Burrow Strike. Perhaps they want to bring this train over to Relic because he has really been able to do whatever he wants in this lane. Winning Rift is off the mark.
Good work on Goody here in the top lane. Quickly countered out that side sentry, so now they can look to put their own down. There's a nice little hefty obs, but not looking to stop the pull just yet. Just instead removing the sentry out.
We actually have a bit of an interesting thing going on in the mid lane here.
Radiant's
Invoker
middle
has
tower
12
is under
denies,
attack.
but unfortunately denies aren't nearly as good as they used to be, so their levels are pretty even. Fly is ahead in overall CS, though, so a little interesting little battle here in the mid lane. I think this gets worse and worse for Fly as Invoker starts getting levels, starts getting more forward spirits, using those to help him out with the last inning, to help out with the harass. But Shanks, he's gearing up for a kill.
Even though he denied that much, they still just both peak level 6 at the exact same time.
Yeah,
so it's all that for pretty much nothing.
Yeah, when they change the denies, it's certainly been a lot harder to really dominate the mid lane because denies are worth more XP for your opponent now. But Goody, what the hell is he doing over here? He is way out of position, getting nailed down by Patzel. There's even a TP coming on him. Somehow he's going to live.
Wow.
But there's a coil from Fly. Do they have enough? There's the shackles on Patzel, but Half-Right Egg Roll just going to get out of here. Sacrificial Lamb, the Shadow Shaman. They went way under the tower there.
I don't know if they really needed Puck for the last few hits. If for some reason she had jointed off, she might be able to catch out Goody, but Goody does basic escape. That was interesting enough. They had a bit of a tunnel there to make his way through the trees, and with the proper lift, he does get away, but still, all in all, Banner Spirit happy to take that. 2-0 now.
It does cost them a rotation, though.
Yeah.
Well, in the mid lane, Relic taking this time to put some damage on the tower, pushing forward here with the spirits. And really wants to cold snap Fly now. I think he's going to do it. There it is. Got to be careful with those phase shifts because then it opens you up to a whole world of pain. Shanks, I think, maybe going to go bottom now. Resurrection is up for Bricks, though.
Yep. He has to work twice as hard to try to take the king down. But His Highness sitting here in the bottom lane. He's going to find his last hits. 28-7 for him. Looking to salve up. Here we go. Shanks jumps in with a Burrow Strike. Can they burst him down? A second stun, double edge. But here we go. Look how slow they go. But nice counter. Uh-oh, but they get him. Goody shows up, gets the lift, and that's it. It's over.
Got him.
His Highness is back and gets the XP for himself, and that just blew up in their face real quick.
I think if that was to support Wraith King, I would say maybe that's worth it because he's going to be looking to roam around and fight. But I think Bricks is just going to park himself in this lane for a while. And I actually am not convinced by this build. I don't think you need a second level in Vampiric Aura. Uh-oh. Half-Right Egg Roll. Brought down in the top lane.
I didn't catch that either, so don't worry. But
I saw the very end of it, but he was, I think it just got chilling touched.
oh. I think once they saw a lot were committed to the bottom lane, they're just like, let's make something happen, and Axe was done for.
Absolutely. Bottom lane, 1,500 gold for Respect. He's doing well for himself despite dying there.
If he gets that blink,
Yeah, it could be
that's
big,
like it's a big
game.
thing. That's a big thing. And then of course, obviously, Sand King, who you said might occupy the bottom lane as well, but I like him roaming around. He's been trying to get shit done. Didn't work out for him in the bottom, but he's still been making plays.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see how this game continues here. A little bit of an early advantage for top 5, but the one thing I'll say that Banner Earth have going for them is Relic has been able to do whatever he wants. CS is not great. Doesn't have his Midas yet, but he's still doing okay.
Yep, and Puck obviously looking to build up and hold and go forward. The Blink Dagger here. There's a rotation coming in from the backside. Ancient Apparitions here looking to linger on, and also Rubik lurks out, places his own ward. He might make the cut across here. Sentry goes down. Obviously no ward just yet, but they will pull back in the meantime. So, but 3 here on top 5. Maybe looking to catch someone out with the help of the coil.
Yeah, we'll see if they can make it happen. Still no movement. Oh, there's the drink, the forward, the coil. Oh my god, the orb forward. Speaking is hard, man. Speaking is hard. Nothing still, though.
Brick's now king of CS here, just back duking it one-on-one with the Centaur. A nearby Shao Shaman waits, but not looking to make anything happen. Instead, just trying to get the creep equilibrium back in their favor, back near the tower. But Centaur's also bursting forward. This game changes pretty significantly once these blinks come on, and everyone's reaching their level 6 in the Ancient Ultimate. So that's when top 5 is going to look to shine. And if they can't pull it out by that point, then it's going to be a little rough for them.
Yeah, Relic still building towards that Midas. Almost has it now. Ancient Apparition has found himself boots. Shanks is well on his way to the Blink Dagger, using that Sandstorm. So things pretty quiet here.
It's very respectful. Both teams are just like, we all know we need to get a little bit of farm, and then we'll meet for a fight later. I mean, I guess Banner Spirit can... I don't know. For a Wraith King, he can make a lot happen, obviously, sooner because he has 2 lives already he's working with, and he wants to get level 16, though. That's when you pretty much have that ultimate for every fight, so he also has to commit to just farming and farming and farming, so I want to see if top 5 just eventually jump him and just try to make something happen.
They might be waiting for Ancient Apparition to be level 6 as well, and he's almost there. They're actually going to smoke up. I think they're heading top, but just the Rubik is up here. Oh, maybe they're going to wrap around middle? No, they're going for top. Rubik's probably going to die here, but
Radiant's middle
that's not the
tower
worst thing
is
ever,
under
I have
attack.
to say.
Let's see. Their jump, Shanks, Burrow Strike, Chilling Touch, Cold Feet, throws out a desperate little fade full of extra gold, and will fall.
Yeah, down he goes. No, I mean, they committed a lot to that, though. Smoking up 2 heroes, rotating around, so it's probably worth it for them, but you have to remember every time you smoke it costs you 100 gold, so they get 200 out of it, but I mean, it's always worth it to do that, but it's not like they're killing a carry or anything.
Nice Rune Guardian here, Shanks top lane, sees out the illusion, picks it up for himself when he thinks it will be under threat, and will take it all the way with themselves up and around here, and just continue to farm it out. He's got to get that blink, baby.
Yeah, I think Fly probably just can't really leave the lane right now. He wants to nuke it down. It's just really hard to battle against these Forge Spirits. Really hard to get rune control. He's popped Waning Rift now a couple times. Really not being in range of Relic.
Axe also has a lot of farm too. Man, 2k for him. He's going to almost have his blink. This is a blink fiesta happening right here.
Banner Earth has a small advantage in XP, but things pretty static at this point. So there's one Blink Dagger up. And
There we go.
Axe has his as well.
It's
Time
might
for
as well just-
fireworks, baby!
Yeah, make it happen now while they don't have their blink dagger, and then it just becomes a battle of the blinks. There's no other way to say it. You're going to see one team jump in and then go couple on a couple, and then the rest of the team shows up. They jump in shortly after. People jumping out, jumping forward. This is going to make me sick.
Half Red Egg Roll finishing up his Blink Dagger right now with this stack camp. And
Boom, blink number 2.
he actually put his Tranquils on the ground there, but then picked them back up before he was done, so not going to get the regen out of that. A little surprised he did that.
There's a smoke coming in. Top 5 coming in from the north. They might hunt right through the jungle, and they might be able to catch someone out. Let's see.
I think
Respect.
they're looking for Relic. They have the Blink Dagger. And there's one, actually is a point in Wex, so Relic might be able to make it out of here. I don't think he's revealed that he has that yet.
Axe is really low. He can't really help. Oh, they're going to come in. They're going to catch him. Here, the smoke's out.
Oh, God. Oh, salve him up. Okay, alright. Well, there they go. They move in immediately on Relic. There's a Waning Rift. That's going to make it so we can't go anywhere. They're going to try to kill him. Oh, he's not going to latch there. And Axe turns it around. Dream Coil double kill for Half Fried Egg Roll. Wow, that backfired.
Woo! That was sweet. He just hunkered down in the woods right there, and luckily he had just gotten his blink right
Oh
after
my
the Centaur,
God.
and just jumped in and just saved the day. Dunked down 2. Very nice play coming out from Half Friday Roll.
Man, that turned around.
Radiant's top
That could have
tower is
been
under
pretty
attack.
bad. And Relic living, huge blow through that, and double kill for the Axe. Didn't even use the second dunk.
Dire's bottom tower is under
There we go,
attack.
finally. It was a very slow-paced start, but a little bit of action there. Right back and forth we go. It's going to be a battle of the blinks, baby. That's all I can say.
Serpent Wards take down the bottom lane tier 1. And Bricks goes for the Blade Mail first. We've seen this a lot. And I think on the core Wraith King, this is a bit better. He's going to be going for the Armlet next. I guess it could be a Maelstrom, but I expect it to be an Armlet.
Patzel's always so quiet in these games at this point. Even like Gyrocopter last time, he's just like, I'm fine my farm. I'm just doing my own thing in this lane. I got it. Over here, I'm going to be battling the Big Bird, but just more farm coming my way. Minus used a plenty. A nearby Fly comes in. They've had Coil for a while now. I'm sure they're getting pretty eager to make something happen.
Yeah, he used it in the mid lane, but unfortunately it just did nothing.
Yeah. Let's make it useful.
He does have that Blink Dagger up for himself now, so maybe now they're going to be looking to take better advantage of that. Relic's still completely okay being 0-2 at this point. He's just been able to do whatever he wants. He's going immediately for the Necro Book build. Here it is, already done. We've seen this a lot.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yep. Yes, we have. But it's so good. You're able to
They keep nerfing Necro Books, and it continues to be a good item.
Well, I mean, they buffed it so much at one point when they said that you can't just, Midas them out. I mean, it was like, okay, well,
Radiant's
books
top
back,
tower
boys.
is under
Let's make it
attack.
work. And now they're just trying to fine-tune it a bit. And, I mean, it's not as crazy as it once was, but definitely once teams commit to making it happen, they commit, and it shows off. I mean, it shows why it's so good. Next thing you know, you're just looking at your base dead before you even know it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm just taking care of a ticker
Radiant's
thing.
top tower
So
is
our
under attack.
ticker is updated. Alright,
Radiant's
good to
top
go.
tower has fallen.
Smoked up, and oh, there's a Life Stealer inside. They're going to be wrapping around here. Relic's committing this mid lane with Forge Spirits and Necro Books.
Those are little preteen Netbrooks. That's level 1, so they look like worthless, but they're making a jump on it. Hey, he's got to be careful. Desperate ult, but he gets bursted out quickly. And Achilles picks up in. Nice coil orb. Even the Sandstorm to fly out, and Pat Soul, cleaning house, gets a killing spree himself on your core lifestealer. Very nice for top 5. Taking on 2 all day, losing just the 1 support.
Great counter initiation by them.
Dire's
Unfortunately, it was
bottom
just
tower is
a
under
little bit too late. They do get the tower, though. Serpent Wards are still available. Shadow Shaman not dying there. Man, that was quite the initiation by Flying Patsoul. They had the Burrow Strike as well, and now the armlet is done for him. And on the other side of things, Briggs, he's got about 2,000 gold. Now it looks like he is actually going to be going for a Maelstrom. Interesting.
And Shanks has gold for Blink as well. He's not spending it just yet. He's got 2,600, but I imagine this is going to be yet another fantastic Blink.
Yeah, he's going to grab that as soon as he gets over to that fountain.
Show me the Blink. There it is, baby.
Show me what's behind door number Blink. It's another Blink dagger. But,
This is gonna get fun.
oh
This
yeah,
is-
this is mass blinks
so-
everywhere.
This is gonna be testing your camera skills though for sure. There's gonna be people jointing, jumping, coils, blinks, global Russian ultimates,
They're smoked up
thump
towards
strikes,
the top lane.
whatever, man.
Unfortunately, there's no one up here. Oh, the AA has come over. Uh-oh.
Hey guys, I'm gonna defend the tower.
Yeah, like, what are you... You better be careful.
Uh-oh, I found them. Oh god.
Yo, he didn't. He actually missed the Berserker's Call. Off the mark a bit with the Ice Blast. He gets chopped down.
I did good.
And unfortunately, that did not work out too well for that Ancient Apparition, as this tower is going to die. In the top lane, it looks like they're going to be looking to possibly pick up bottom as well. But
Dire's top
there are a bunch of
tower has
TPs.
fallen.
They still have Serpent Wards. They're
Radiant's
just going to go for a
bottom
tier 2.
tower is
Yeah.
under
Oh
attack.
yeah, they can get it. They can get it. They want it. They got it. Axe holding his Blink. Bricks leading the front. He's got his ultimate, so he's ready to fight.
Yeah,
Maelstrom
Maelstrom
played
actually
well.
makes sense. Gives you a little bit more
Structures
farm,
fortified.
and build out a new Mjolnir to get the attack speed with the crits. So I can get behind the side.
And the active, just throw it on yourself. And then bow before the king, baby, and then Mjolnir proc.
Here we go,
Uh-oh,
moving
jump.
forward. Centaur, Ice Blast coming in as well. Now Shanks is here, gets a decent Burrow Strike. Patsoul moving in with Fly in him. Dream Coil goes out. They are going to get the tower in the meantime. Bricks, he is respawned. Unfortunately, not able to make too much happen. He's stuck in place by the Ancient Apparition. Gets stomped as well. Down he goes, but they get the tower, so they've taken the objective. Unfortunately, their whole team is going to die for it, except for Relic, who is,
Was it
well,
worth
he's
it?
getting a tower of his own. If they get this too, it might be.
That crafty son of a bitch pulls back. Gets it, but with the book, man, this is what we got to come. Forge Spirits and Necro Book, just like an odd little pushing family, but as you can see, they can get things done. Almost takes the tower himself, but they lose 4 for tier 2. I don't know, man.
They lose
Big
quite a
questionable.
bit for that. I mean,
But
they
they're also
didn't lose
controlling
their,
the map.
Yeah, they also didn't lose their tier 1 bottom though, so I think that's not a great trade for them. But I don't think it's awful. You know, I think that was okay for them in the end.
Radiant's
If they
bottom
lost their tower
is
too,
under
maybe that's
attack.
like a complete disaster. But I think that was okay.
Relic's about to have his Necro 3 here. He actually
Yeah.
has it right here. Unbelievable.
Relic's
Very
farm
quick.
to sell.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna pick up treads after this, and well, maybe he actually just goes straight for BOTs. That's probably better.
Go Necro, you can go, yeah, Invoker Necro Rat style or whatever he wants to do. Kind of, you know, a little foreshadowing of it there in the mid lane. Centaur bottom jump in on Bricks, wants to go for the king. Burrow Strike flies out as well, even with the help. Wow, just make it look easy. Patsoul able to get the kill for himself as well, and another hero we haven't got to talk about a lot, Lifestealer, man. Is he going to be able to come back for top 5 here and get it done? He's been getting the kills. He's been getting the farm.
Yeah, the king of the net worth, but there is a pretty big gap there. between him and the rest of his team. There's a decent gold advantage for Ban Earthspirit, and XP all about even here after the last 2 fights not going too well, but we really haven't seen Relic involved in any of these fights. We also haven't really seen Axe hooking up with Sunstrikes, so I expect this is going to change a bit, as this is a maxed out almost Exort Invoker. He's only got 1 more level, so Sunstrike's doing a ton of damage if he can hook up with the Axe. But here's the initiation again. This is a very familiar story. Shanks moving in as well. Patzel has popped out. Fly going to take a lot of Sunstrike damage. Deafening Blast going through as well. Ice Blast going to do a lot of damage, but Shanks, he gets brought down by Evan. Patzel picking up another kill, but he is quite stuck. He's going to get brought down, so 2 for 2 trade. Looks a lot better there. Smoked by Evan. Oh, what a juke. Is he going to be able to get a kill? No, he doesn't. Respect comes through. He's going to get brought down by Bricks, I expect. Puck, though, gonna make it out, so it's 3 for 3, but unfortunately, they lose their life stealer, they lose their offlaner. They keep their mid player alive, but I think that's a good little trade there for Banners.
People jumping and jiving all over the place. I can't really figure out what the hell's happening half the time, but man, somehow they do get away. Puck, nice little escape maneuvers right there, pulls himself away and back, but I don't know. You take down Pat Sol, who's pretty much got the team on his back as it is right now, and definitely got to say Ban Earthspirit are very happy at this point.
And with that fight, Relic now has BOTs available to him if he wants, 2k gold. They're all going to avoid the Ice Blast. That was either very convenient timing or very nice foresight there. I think they actually just knew that was coming. Bricks walked to the shop and then did nothing, so.
Good for them, pulling through, taking advantage of what farm they can. And we'll see, man. So, Bricks, Mjolnir, Recipe, acquired. Getting very close, got to build up that Hyperstone, and he'll be online with the help of that active. He's going to be putting out a lot of extra damage at the forefront of the fight. I'm sure he's going to be the one to go and take the charge.
And I gotta say, I think this game gets better and better for Ban Earth now that they have these Blink Daggers coming up, because they have a direct counter to the enemy carry, you know? He's bought a Sanjin Yasha, who's going to be looking to not be able to just run around, not get kited nearly as much, but unfortunately they're going to have Blink Hex and they're going to have Blink Berserker's Call. They're going to be able to follow that up with a very long duration stun with Bricks, and you know, that might just be enough for them to nail down Patzel before he's really able to do anything.
We'll see. It'll come down to
Invoker,
positioning and patience.
Maybe he's going to go right for Hex. He has a lot of gold.
He's farming out of control right now. There goes a nice smoke. They're going to congregate. They want to make something happen here. They see a lot of people mid. This might get ugly real quick. Looks like Ban Earthspirit are going to potentially look to jump down from the Raptors. No, they're going to go right in for Roche. Wow. Very nice. They can do this. Oh, wow. They're going to do it real quick.
Balls of steel. Look, everyone is up here. They know this is happening. Stomp coming in. Ice Blast coming in. That is not even close. He completely blew the Ice Blast. Still going to get the effect, though, with the Epicenter coming in as well. Looks like Fly going to try to make it out. And what is happening in this fight? Bricks is happening. That's what's happening. Half-Bright Egg Roll gets 1 dunk. That's a double kill. Now Respect and Fly are on the way out. There's a buyback from the Sand King. And it looks like Ban Earth have decided to evacuate this fight with that buyback.
Wow, that was a great epicenter from top 5, but it just got real ugly real quick.
Situations like that,
yeah.
And just that's when Resurrection is amazing. Reincarnation, whatever. I've been calling it the wrong.
Congested fights. I mean, I was saying it briefly. The best way with the Wraith King on your team, and definitely an Axe as well, is bring the fights to you. Roche is the next best thing you can do. Just dive in for Roche. If they want to come and contest it, bring it on. I mean, we're ready to make a fight happen. So, great for Ban Earthspirit on that one.
And it looks like Goody's going to be going for a mech here. Definitely not a normal item we see Rubik's get. Normally, they're going to be favoring a lot more items like Force Staff, items like Blink, mobility items that let you steal better spells. And to be honest, I don't think he's stolen too many great spells this game. I haven't really seen him, at least. But he does have a lot of good ones available, so I think it'll get, eventually we'll see him get a good one.
Yeah. Or at least, top 5 are doing a great job trying to reserve him, maybe pulling out unnecessary sandstorms or what have you to deny him from getting the opportunity of a Burrow Strike.
Yeah, probably I think he really wants like Burrow Strike or Epi, obviously. Burrow Strike is amazing on Rubik.
Oh yeah, definitely. Heavy extra initiation with the telekinesis, I'm sure, is fantastic. But Bricks, in the meantime, just going to wait it out. Both teams being very patient now. Roche was taken down to about half life. He is on the dire side, so top 5, they smoke up. Maybe they look to try to sneak out the Roche themselves, but Invoker already has a Forge Spirit there. No! Instead, top 5, they're going to hunt right through the jungle and see if maybe they can catch out the king.
He does not have reincarnation, 60 seconds almost.
His Highness, no! Bricks!
Not sure. What? The Stomp misses. They have to use Stampede instead, but I think they're still going to get him. They committed more to that than they would like to, though.
They have killed the king. That was such a great assassination. Just caught him on the run back, picking daisies, and just rip him apart immediately, and now converge towards the mid lane, where it looks like Ban Earthspirit are actually pushing down themselves.
Yeah, they're waiting for another initiation so Half-Right Egg World can run in, pop the Berserker's Call, and turn it all around. And Axe very good in the Roche Pit as well, so Top 5 need to be careful here if this is their intention.
We got Epi.
Wow, those scout out everything. Those spirits.
Relic's doing work with this Invoker. He's got a great amount of farm for him, doing fantastic work, using and abusing the book. Goody gets caught out, and they take advantage. They jump on it. Relic, no, gets caught with a bit of stun. Might be caught out with the coil and chopped down. Take it apart. Now, they take down 2. Patsoul leading the front here. They might try to take a tier 1 as well.
Relic got 1 on the way out with the Forge Spirits, but that was not great for Ban Earthspirit. They still have the Axe and Bricks, though, so I think this is still a little bit dicey for them. Yeah, they're going to turn back around and try to get another kill, and they might get it. Patsoul, he's inside Shanks. They've hooked up really wonderfully this whole game. Dagon here for Fly, but wow, he's just slamming him.
Whoa. Bow.
That is a lot of damage.
Is putting it out. You can't even really hit him because that Mjolnir is just going to proc it right back, so unbelievable. His Highness is here. He's got his Mjolnir, and he's ready to fight.
Yeah, Reincarnation as well, so still this Roshan is alive.
Not anymore. He's like, I'm on it now.
Not for long.
One's ready. Put the wards down, baby. I'm ready to take this thing. And now you got to kill him 2 times. Unbelievable. No, 3 times all day.
Yeah, Bricks is going to be quite hard to kill now. Well, Respect coming back in here. They're going to reinitiate. He's up in the air. Ice Blast coming through. That's going to hit everyone. Nice Ice Blast. Patsoul trying to nail down Goody. Down he goes. And oh, down goes Bricks for the first time. Evan, he gets hexed up. They're going to turn this around. They bring him down to shackles. Bricks pops the blade mail. They really want this Roshan. Patsoul walking through, gets Deafening Blast. Oh no, that's bad. Rage coming up in a second. Is he going to make it out? He's trying to. Nope. Goodbye. Dunked down. Roche down. Ban Earthspirit. What a back and forth game we've got going. Oh my god, he comes in with an epi. How manly is this? Unfortunately, Relic still gets it. Down goes Shanks. All for nothing. But an Ice Blast coming in. That might be enough. Are they going to live? I think they're going to live. Oh man.
They had to wait just a little bit longer. Maybe
oh my god. King down. I like how his hat falls off when he dies.
Looks so violent.
Yeah, he's like, I'm dead. That was more rewarding. Actually, I don't know if I should spoil Game of Thrones. I almost just made a Game of Thrones spoiler joke, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to anyone.
I haven't even watched it yet, so please.
Yeah,
all right.
I won't do it done.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That would have been a good one, though. But, you know, spoiling that series is just not nice.
Oh, well, man, top 5.
Dire's top tower
Kind of rooting for this one to pull it back. Very heartbreaking game 1. Trying to work and make things happen. They definitely have great chemistry together. You can see a lot of these fights. They definitely have a lot of experience as a team that's been playing for quite a while now. And it clearly shows. It's just, I don't know, sometimes these drafts just don't seem too favorable for them. And
this is one of them.
I love Patsoul. He finds a lot of farm always. He's a very great, very, very great carry, but something somewhere just falls apart for him.
And now there's a Hex on Evan. Maybe that's what does it. I mean, that's a huge thing for them, having that initiation. Bricks is getting quite large.
Invisibility.
Goody's got his mech now too on the Rubik, so even more survivability, as this is already a team that's very hard to break down.
This Axe almost has a heart.
These are big boys right here, and top 5. I don't know if they got what it takes to hang with the big boys.
And I'm not sure about this Dagon pickup for Fly. I mean, it's been okay so far, but it's going to be really bad soon, I think. Like, most of these supports are super tanky. With the mech on Rubik, Evan is really the only one, I think, that he can, like, easily solo kill.
And there is your blink for the Wraith King. That is 3 blinks all day already now for Ban Earthspirit. We talked about it briefly, but
I said it was a possibility. I mean,
this is a man who wants good positioning. He wants to be in the heart of the battle. That way he gets the most use out of his ultimate when he does die, but even when you try to take him down with the help of a Blade Mail and now the active on the big old Thunderhammer, man.
You're going to be taking a lot of damage.
You're going to be taking a lot of damage to take down this guy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the worst conundrum ever. It's like, do we kill him and die, or do we not kill him and die? I don't know.
like that bristleback kind of a thing going, but Wraith King, though, has a
exactly.
lot more carry potential than a bristleback. A lot more. Mortal Strike, the extra life leech, it's just unheard of. You can't ignore the king, but you also have to pay attention and make sure he doesn't get out of control, and Brix is getting there quick.
2,500 gold for Fly. I think he has to go for Hex next. I don't think it's really like, there's not really a choice here. Shanks is hiding in the back. They just tried to evade a little bit of an initiation there on Half Red Egg Roll. They still have the Aegis. I think that's on Relic, right? Yep. And he's got BOTs coming over now as well. Something I pointed out a couple times with my mouse, but we never actually mentioned, is Ancient Apparition went for a Midas. So it's a little bit more old school. Still going to be going for the Aghanim's next, but has picked up the Midas first in case this does go to the long game.
I mean, it always makes you wonder if he would have had the Ags by now without it. It would have been pretty close, and it would have been nice to have in some of these fights, but he has to wait even longer before he can really get the full potential of his ult.
Look at over here, Shanks and Relic. Just hiding.
Those epis have been doing pretty good work. It just hasn't been at the right timing. It's a little late, so it's like, once we get it at its prime impact, like, this could be a game changer.
Yeah, and he's still waiting in the back. Such patience here from Shanks.
Here we go.
Stampede, I think this is going to be it. He's charging up the epicenter. He's going to blink forward. Gets the burrow. No Burrow Strike actually used. It doesn't matter. That's going to be enough to bring down Goody. But now Relic, he's going to work with Half Right Egg Roll. Down goes one. Popped. Dunked away. Respect now in a lot of trouble as well. Oh, he tries to go for a dunk. Not able to get it. Fly. Is he going to go down? Down he goes. Double dunk. And now Half Right Egg Roll, he's charging for it as well. Gets the stomp off. Double edge as well. But he is so goddamn tanky. And Brix is here, baby. Brix is here. He was brought down once, but now 60-second cooldown on Reincarnation.
These are some big men right now. The top 5 are still boys.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
No, that's all. These guys are too big for you, boy. He's making a run in, though. They're going to try to get out. Invoker doesn't have much mana to work with. He might fall here, but nope, just not enough. Patsoul has some decent farm. He's got the Basher and Armlet, obviously, in Saint Janyasha and what have you, but...
Buyback? Sand King buyback.
Now a heart completed on Axe. These guys are too big. It's too much for Patsoul to do alone.
Yeah, now Brick's going to take a giant stack for himself, and I think we're going to see a damage item next. I think it's time. I think it's time for Bricks to start killing people.
Yep, I believe it. Oh boy. Evan, now blink complete. He can try to build forward. I guess at this point as a Shadow Shaman, he can just go for Agnum Scepter. Just make the best of throwing down your wards and ripping apart the base. Nice ward. That's like my favorite ward in the game to put down. Such good. People normally pub style, they expect to put it up on the cliff top, but
Patsoul just blew all of his cooldowns on that illusion. The Axe illusion spin, which some people are just like not quite ready for. I mean, pretty much all the players know it, but like it's still, you're like, oh my god, it spawned, it must be real, and you try to kill it, and then you're sadly mistaken. Wow, they take another Ancient stack here. Ancients for days for Van Earth.
Yeah, my trolley days, I used to pick up a Manta style on Axe. Just thought, why not, right?
You ended your trolley days?
No, I just play supports now, man. But you can get a Manta style and just blender down the lanes. Why not, right?
That's actually a hilarious image. I like that. I'm gonna do that. It sounds awesome.
Alright, well, farming together as one. Earthspirit have each other's backs. Continue to put it on the side. I mean, where do you go from here as an Axe? I mean, obviously he's going more utility. I'm gonna guess
Shivas.
Shivas, you think? Okay.
I mean, it could be an AC, but Shivas is very good on him.
You could save the AC maybe if Wraith King wants to go for it next after his BKB. I don't know, but...
Yeah, I mean, because Wraith King might want the attack speed, so...
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a possibility for him. I really like Shivas on this hero, because you actually do need the mana in the later parts of the game. Now that the Coin Blade is different, you really need the mana.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. That's a Hex.
This is just too much. I think Earthspirit just have too much at this point for Patsoul. They have now Hex. They already have these big men who are very, very hard to bring down. And then they have
BKB
push.
on Bricks. Jesus.
They have so much push to go for as well. If they win this fight, it's over. I mean, you got a Shadow Shaman. You got the Necro Book. Uh-oh, jump in.
Goody steals himself Orb, though. I think he's going to use it to dodge the Dream Coil. Dodges the Ice Blast. Still gets stunned by Dream Coil, but not nearly as bad when you're all the way in the back.
That's a coil on cooldown for 70 seconds here. I don't know if Earthspirit want to try to make something happen.
Man, there's a lot of big items on both sides here. Patsoul picks up the A-Blade. But the thing is that it's like the only person now that can kill Bricks is Lifestealer. And if Lifestealer is killing Bricks, the rest of your team is dying.
Oh yeah, you got Invoker just hanging around, just causing a big mess. His Necrobook's going to work. I mean, if you're paying attention to Bricks, you're not paying attention to the wards that could potentially be put down in your base and destroying everything. They don't even know what they could possibly focus on. I'm really curious to be inside the heads of top 5 and see what they're going to try to make happen in the next big engagement.
I think they just need to get the drop on them. If they get a good Waning Rift, Epicenter, Burrow Strike, you know, they have good potential there with an Ice Blast on top of it. But if they get dropped on themselves, like, the game could just be over.
Attack.
We'll see. Top 5's been pretty reserved in their own right. They need to.
Yeah, they've been
plenty
really
of towers
good
to
farming.
take.
They're
There's
losing
plenty of
a lot,
towers to
though.
take, but they can't throw anything away
Like,
at this
look at
point.
the farm in the last couple minutes. There haven't really been any big fights. There's been a couple pickoffs on both sides, looking through these kills on the graph. But there's a huge spike up here. And really, that's just from Ban Earth farming the map efficiently. And top 5 not. You know, they've been grouped up. They kind of have to be grouped up.
Banner Spirit also happy on pushing this one down the road. I mean, they have a lot more to offer than, you know, just one true core. I mean, all their other heroes have so much
Lifestealer is
already.
great, but he tops out for sure.
He tops out, and there's no one else really by his side. I mean, you got the extra blink in, initiation, disables coming out, and Epi and what have you, but these heroes are getting so fat that it's just going to seem like nothing. And now BKBs as well. I mean, you're nothing, kid. You're nothing.
I mean, Axe has 2,500 HP. Bricks is close to that as well. They've got the mechanism. They've got tons of BKBs. I don't know. This game seems really hard for top 5 now.
There we go, though.
This
Smoke's
could be the start
up.
of something very bad.
Oh, boy.
Fly's got Lifestealer inside of him. He's going to move forward. They're going to try to get the drop in a Relic. But little do they know, the rest are coming around the back. Half-right Egg Roll moving forward. Uses the Blade Mail. Takes down one. Unfortunately, the Culling Blade's on cooldown now. And somehow, oh god, they lose a couple on each side. Pat Solo deafening blasted. Trying to bring down Relic. But Relic is just so big. The rest of the team's here as well. There's the Hellfire Blast. Pat Solo's going to go down. Rubik getting that one. And now with 4 down for only 1. Can top 5 do anything? They've got no buybacks. Only person is, well, they've got Patzel and Puck. That's more than I thought, but I don't know if that's enough to hold the base here with Bricks. Does he still have reincarnation?
You cannot stop the king. You want
Rax
to take
is
him down
dying.
twice. This is absurd. Yeah. Oh my god, the damage of this man. He's unhuman.
There's
Ripping
double
apart the
buyback,
Rax in
but
his own
they
self.
already lost their Rax.
This is it.
They're
This
gonna
is
lose
it.
another Rax.
Man, Earthspirit looking to move on to the finals with this one.
Oh, they're gonna move on half-right Egg Roll. Using a lot on him, and look at how tanky he is. Bricks moving forward. Pat Soul can't do anything. Fans of Soin is still an Ice Blast, and that turns this one around. With it, the game. This is going to be Ban Earthspirit going against the NA Rejects, the North American Rejects, in the finals of the Summit Pre-Qualifiers. I think that's the best result we could have asked for. We're going to have a great game on our hands in just a couple of minutes. We are going to take about a 10-minute break here before we get the finals underway, but do not go anywhere. Cuddle Guy, what do you got to say?
I mean, it was a great match, and Banner Spirit did a fantastic job, and it is going to be a fantastic final. But man, top 5 also showed a lot of promise. They did such a great job. Very heartbreaking game 1, and just too much farm going in for Banner Spirit there. So we'll be seeing more of top 5 in the American Dota League. You can catch them there as well. But let's see, man. Grand final time. Let's do it.
All right, we'll be back soon.